Hey, YouTube, what's going on? Been a while since I made a video. It's Tayami Strong. I'm coming back. I've been kind of busy lately. A lot of stuff is going on. I hope y'all are watching the news. Watch the news. A lot of stuff is going on. But yeah. So I wanted to do at least one video today. But I have a little downtime. I had some people asking me to do like some videos, like another video on Airsoft School. So I'm gonna do a quick video on what you can expect from Airsoft School and what it's like there and what to look out for, how to get ready, stuff like that. All right, so hey, let's jump into it. Right now I'm in a truck. I'm in a truck because it's like cold outside. It's like probably like I don't know how cold it is right now. It's probably like 30 something degrees, but it's like windy and a bunch of snow and shit. So look outside. I'll show y'all outside. Yeah, yeah. It's a little cloudy here in Kentucky, Fort Campbell. All right, so let me get right into it. Before I get called to do something. Anyways, so yeah, Airsoft School, right? So Airsoft School is supposed to be like the 10 hardest days in the army, or 10 hardest day in school or something like that. But it's not it's not that, like, it's not difficult at all. It's not difficult at all. It like Airsoft School is really easy. Is everything is attention to detail. Attention to detail. Little stuff, little stuff that people get in trouble for, like not having a pen, not having your ID card, not having your dog tags. Simple stuff like that gets you dropped and recycled to the next class because attention to detail. That's kind of stuff that you should already have. Common sense. So a lot of people, go to Airsoft School thinking they got it, they ready, they physically fit. It's not about being physically fit only. It's about being mentally ready, physically ready, and actually being prepared for stuff. So, like, so in Airsoft School, the day zero is let me see if I remember this right, cause it's been a year since I've been to Airsoft School and I graduated. So it's a lot. Some stuff's kind of changed a little bit. But I'm trying to give you guys the best updated information that I can remember. I know that day zero is where it's like kind of like a trial for the class. So normally they start off the class with 200 plus people, and day zero is like a day to week out. Not week out. Weed out the week. So during day zero, you got the 2 mile run, which is 2 miles in 18 minutes, which is like nothing. It's really simple. But for some reason, some people can't do 2 miles in 18 minutes. If you're a females, they normally have to beat somewhere between 17 and 18 minutes, depending on what your age bracket and all that. But you should be able to beat it still. They should be able to beat that age, the time frame. It's really simple. 2 mile run. A lot of people fail from that. So if you suck at running, start doing some wind sprints, start doing some cardio, get your heart rate up, get your blood pressure, get your heart strong for that run, because that's gonna be like the first step to get into Airsoft School. Just because you go to Airsoft School to day zero doesn't mean you actually get in. You don't actually get in until day probably 2, when you're actually in the class. Day 0 and day 1 is actually like trial periods where you actually they put you through a whole bunch of stuff just to to see where you're at and if you can actually make it. So day 0 is when the first thing you do is the 2 mile run. So everybody's gonna be clocked the same way. Everybody's gonna be leaving it together, same pace or whatever. Just make sure you come in before the pacer, or come in before the time is up, and you'll be good. That's it. For those of y'all that don't make it in those runs, then you're probably gonna get recycled to the next class and drop because you failed the run. So the way it works in Airsoft School is after every kind of event or activity, they give you two chances. So if you fail something one time, they drop you, but they drop you to that phase. So depending on what phase you're in, like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, or day 0, they drop you to that point. So if you feel something in phase 1 and they drop you, they put you back in phase 1 again. But if you happen to fail that course again, phase 1, then you go way back to day 0, where you have to start everything all over again, which is starting from the 2-mile run. The second thing you do on day 0 is the obstacle course. The obstacle course is nine obstacles, and you gotta put they give you 2 chances to get it right. So if you're like scared of heights like I am, you're gonna have to get over that stuff real quick, because if they have to tell you more than twice to make progress aerosol, then that's an automatic drop back to day 0. There's 2 obstacles that you have to pass, which is the tough one and Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder is I don't know exactly how high it is. I guess I could say it's in basic. When you go to you guys already past the basic stage already. But if you remember basic, there is a ladder that you climb up there with the drill sergeants. They sitting way on top, and they tell you to climb one at a time, 3-point contact and all that stuff. That's Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder is an actual ladder that goes up, and it starts out small. But the one at Airsoft School, it starts off real small, like close together, and then the farther you go up, the wider the beams get. So it makes it harder for you to actually get up there. And then when you get to the top, you realize that the beams will start moving and start wiggling and stuff, and you get even more scared. Okay, man. And it gets pretty scary, because it took me a while to get over that. They told me make progress aerosol one time, and I was like, make progress? Yo, I made it this far. You better be glad I made it this far. This shit, man. I looked down and I started getting dizzy as shit. I was like, fuck. I mean, pardon my language. I mean, I was like, I'll say waffle cakes. I was like, waffle cakes. Man, cause man, the army gonna change it, man. So I got over that. I got over that fear of heights, cause I wasn't not trying to repeat day 0 again and do it all over again. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get over this thing. Let me not look down. Just climb over this thing. Climb down. I did it. I was a one-time go for everything. I didn't feel any obstacle. Everybody who was in my little platoon or squad or whatever you want to call it, it was our team. Somebody had to feel one part of the obstacle because they couldn't do something. But I never had any prior training to actually doing the course. But I was kind of confident that I could do it. So that's the attitude I went with. I was confident, and I made it happen. The other obstacles they do is it's you know what? A matter of fact, it is actually the same exercise, the same obstacles that you see in basic, is pretty much the same obstacles that's gonna be in Airsoft School. There is the belly over, where you gotta jump on a log at a distance or something. Then there's the what's that called? It's like some some kind of beams you gotta jump over, but you can't touch it except for your hands. You can't let your pants touch it. Those of you guys who, if you remember basic, is when you remember probably phase 2 or phase 3, or red phase, or I don't know what it was, white phase or blue phase. One of those phases that had the obstacle course that you had to go and do, and you had to pass it. It's those obstacles that was actually is part of Airsoft School. You have to low crawl on the Constantine wire, and you can't hit anything. Low crawling was pretty easy. I did a lot of it in basic, so to know how to do it well. What else? Oh, we had to do the Weaver. The Weaver is really crazy. That's something right there. The Weaver is when you have to go through, it's like a, I should probably have some pictures or something like that, so I'll show you guys. But I'm gonna probably post some pictures up later on about what when I get everything. But the Weaver, it is when you had to climb, you had to lay on your back and you had to climb up and down ladders, and it's hard to me to explain it without showing you actual footage of it. What else? There is the tough one. The tough one is like is one of the big ones where you gotta learn to climb a rope. So if you guys don't know how to climb ropes, I suggest go on YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube obviously because you're watching my video. Yeah, but I learned to kind of climb a rope from watching YouTube videos, and I forget which video it was that really helped me out a lot. But there's two different ways of climbing the rope. Like there's the J hook and the S hook. The S hook is the one that I use. So if you probably Google or search YouTube for S hook climb rope or something like that, you should be able to pop up. Is to me it was an easy way to climb the rope and get a better understanding how to do it. I learned it. I figured it out real quickly, so it was no problem for me. What else? After the tough one, have like you gotta walk across like a the tough one is high. It's like probably like I say tell you 10 feet in the sky, 10 feet up, and it gets higher at a certain point. So once you get up that rope, you gotta walk across some beams that's kind of spaced out, and if you fall into a net, so it's kind of scary. So you walk across that, and then you gotta climb some more steps even higher, and then you gotta climb over that, and then you gotta climb on the net. So it's the tough one. It's not that bad if you think about it, but it's bad if you look at it from distance. It looks intimidating, but it's not once you get used to it. And if you're afraid of heights, then it's gonna be a big issue for you. So, anyways, so those two things are day zero. Day zero is just the obstacle course, and what's the other thing I said? Oh, and the 2-mile run. That's day zero. Day one is when you actually go into classes. Day one is boring as hell. I ain't gonna lie. They're gonna tell you not to fall asleep. They're gonna tell you this and that, but you're gonna fall asleep. I could guarantee you're gonna fall asleep. Day one, once you get past day zero, you're in the class. And day one is when you actually go to the classes and you actually learn about the stuff you're gonna be doing in Airsoft School. So they teach you about helicopters, what kind of helicopters do what, the Blackhawks, the Chinook, how many passengers and how many weights can it lift and stuff like that. They teach you about. And at the end of phase one is consists of day 0, day 1, day 2, and after day 2 is like a test to recap everything that you learned. So you might want to take notes. I know you're gonna fall asleep. They pretty much gonna give you answers to the test. They're gonna give you a hand sheet. Oh dang, it's hailing right now. Whew, hail, boy, whoa. Anyways, they're gonna give you answers to the test, and so you cannot fail. I mean, if you fail, and the answers are right in front of you, then I mean, maybe the army is letting you slide a little bit. But the test is really easy. They give you an answer sheet. You go home, you do the answer sheet, fill it out, memorize it the same day, or blah blah blah, whatever. Go back next day, you take the test, you pass it. If you don't pass it, like I said, the Airsoft School, they give you 2 chances for everything. So if you fail that written test, then they give you a second test to pass it. So if you fail it, they give you a second chance that day. They redo the whole class again in those 2-3 hours, and everybody else have an extended lunch while you there taking extended classes, and you're gonna take the test again. If you still fail, then you get day 0 drop again. So you basically did day 0 for no reason, just to go back to day 0 again. So it's best if you just pass everything and make it a one-time go and just get it over with. So day 2 is actually more work. It's more classes and all that. getting to know different things. I don't have my handbook in front of me, so I can't tell you exactly what is what. But I know the first day 1 and day 2, you're gonna be in classes for those. The whole time you're gonna be in classes. Let me see. So what else? I wanna say Airsoft School. Everything at Airsoft School is like really like detailed and everything like that. So in Airsoft School, everybody does the same thing. Once you go through the arcs of the gate to get into Airsoft School, you have to double time. Everywhere you go, you double time. You run everywhere you go. So when in a walk-in, you're gonna have your canteen. You're gonna have a canteen in your left pocket, and you're gonna have your full kit on at all. Well, not all times, but for the majority of the time. And everywhere you go, you have to run with everything on. It's gravel that you're running on too. You're running on gravel. And everything when you come through the gates and leave the gates, you gotta do five pull-ups with everything on, with your IOTV, which is a plated vest, and your assault pack, which is this bag right here, and your helmet on. And you gotta do 5 pull-ups with all that weight on you. And in your bag, it's probably going to be about 35 pounds in there, because your whole airsoft packing list, and plus your additional weight and all that, so it's going to be kind of challenging for some people. And then you got to do 10 airsoft push-ups. They call it 5 and dimes, because it's 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, which is hard because you got to put your feet on 2 logs. No, you got to put both your feet on 1 log, and you got to do diamond push-ups. And diamond push-ups with everything on. I'm telling you, Airsoft School is gonna make you strong as hell, but it's I guess it's pretty fun. Let me see what else. So I got some work to do. So I'm gonna end the video right here, but I will continue off where I left off at, and I will do phase 3 next, and hopefully I want to have more detail and more pictures of the obstacle course in my next video, so you guys can understand, like, what is what. Okay, all right, peace out. Subscribe, leave comments if you have any comments. I've been getting a lot of comments on my maps video. Keep them coming. I'll answer as much as I can. And airsoft,